Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie for those who don't know me. Reviewing Love Island USA Season 7, Episode 10. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video. Subscribe and hit the bell and leave a comment down below. I have been laughing so hard for the last 25 minutes, and I'm partly delirious because it is past midnight, but that's neither here nor there. Oh my gosh. This is what I like to see. Between Love Island UK and the girlies fighting, and now Love Island USA and everybody's just in shambles. I'm eating so well. Let's go on to this episode. We have Pepe and Hannah who come out of the speakeasy. These two can't even get rid of the evidence of what they were getting up to.
You got lipstick on your face, bro.
Do I? Thank you.
That's crazy. Bad. That's friendly fire.
Literally.
You know Austin asked him back in time.
Yeah.
Oh.
She got lipstick on her mouth and then she was like,
Shut up.
You good?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Are you good?
I'm fine, mate, thank you.
I hate it.
What? It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We did kiss, okay.
You better not be a better kisser than me, but okay.
The way Austin doesn't give a damn about snitching on these boys, it hasn't blown up in his face yet, but I feel like one of these days somebody's not going to take kindly to Austin being the first to always air out their business. I'm just saying. Then obviously Charlie wants to have a conversation with Hannah. Hannah's now feeling embarrassed, like, oh, well, I don't really want to say what happened. I don't really want to say. No, girl, you were doing a madness in that speakeasy. The same way you were moving with your chest in there, move with your chest out here. Talk up. Say what you were doing. So luckily for her, Charlie did kind of take it well. Now he is going to start to spiral as the episode goes on, and so does she. Oh, so does she. Okay. But because he was expecting it, he was expecting her to be kissing him. I guess it was easier for him to process the information. This couple is toxic as hell. Most of these couples are, but this one, it might even rival Jeremiah and Huda. I don't know. We're going to find out. But yeah, I was like, Hannah, don't be embarrassed now. Say it with your chest, okay? And Charlie's there being like, oh, well, as long as the kiss wasn't better with me than it was with Pepe. Did she straddle you? Were you grabbing her booty? Like, it was a lot going on in that speakeasy. It was a lot. So, no. Pepe might have you beat. So, we're just going to speed past the Shelly, Austin, Ace thing at this point. Austin has a conversation with Shelly. He's basically like, yo, I'm getting frustrated. I feel like I'm subconsciously pulling away. And she's like, yeah, I'm still conflicted. I'm still, Shelly, I love you, girl. But this is so annoying. It is so annoying. She put him in the friend zone, not for them to develop on their relationship romantically. It's because that's where she sees him staying. The unfortunate thing for Austin is that he believes, well, all of my relationships started from friends, so maybe I can work my way. Stop it. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. And I often have a problem with people deliberately working from the friend zone to be romantic. If it's a natural progression, like, oh wait, we just realized we both have feelings for each other, like, let's see where this goes. That's one thing. But you're in the friend zone and now you're like, okay, I'm going to convince this girl to see me as a romantic partner. Is our friendship even genuine for real? I've always had a problem with thinking this person was my friend and realizing they were pining after me the whole time. I'm here confiding in you. I'm here thinking, you're a real confidant. You're a real support system for me. Meanwhile, you were waiting in the wings until you saw an opportune time. No, sorry, that doesn't work for me. That's outside of Love Island. Love Island is different parameters. But in general, when it's friends, to me, it's just friends. Like, it's just that. If we happen to miraculously develop feelings, that's another thing. But to say, no, I'm in this pocket and I'm going to deliberately work my way out, and this person's going to see me as a romantic partner, I don't like that. Anyways, it's not working for him. Shelly doesn't see him as more than that. I don't know why she won't just fess up and say it. She really just doesn't want to lose her spot in the villa. But girl, I don't see the Islanders or America voting you out. If this keeps going on, they might. But at this point, I think she has enough favor that they would still keep her if they had the opportunity to keep her. She then has a conversation with Ace, and Ace is like, yeah, And I said I was gonna speed past this, but I'm not speeding at all. He said, yeah, I still want to pursue you, but I'm definitely really interested in Iris. Guess who didn't like that? Shelly. She did not like hearing that. And I'm thinking, guess how Austin feels. You tell him every day, I'm still open to exploring my options, but I definitely want to get to know you better. At some point, it gets tired. And this is exhausting. Jeremiah pulls Huda for a chat, and he's annoyed that their strong bond has been shaken up so easily because of some damn pancakes.
You're missing the point. It's not about pancakes.
Yeah.
Why are you rolling your eyes?
I just feel like you be acting like you're like in hell. Like I'm being tested.
I'm not giving up.
Neither am I. That's what I mean.
I haven't given up yet.
He was like, oh, I am interested in you, but I know you and Huda are closed off. And I was like, yeah, we're really good.
It's fucking happy dancing after you're done talking to her.
Yeah, it might have been like a rough morning or like.
Never ever supposed to bring up any fucking problems to anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. Don't fucking bring up shit about us, especially problems.
You're so cute.
Why?
You're just cute. You are actually scary.
Oh my. Okay, then leave.
I would
I be
never
saying
call you that.
some mean shit sometimes. I can be a bitch, you know that?
Huda says that she can be a bitch sometimes. You don't say. Shocker. Shock of the century. So then they have this weird, flirty, but aggy, back and forth, toxic conversation. It was just so weird. And it's funny too, like they'll say something that triggers the other person, and then they'll be, wait, what? Wait, what? You're so cute. You're so... Yo, she calls him out for being toxic. He did not appreciate that at all, but they are both toxic. They love that ish. They love it. They must, because they're continuing to be in this relationship. Now, Huda is like, the problem isn't the pancakes. And honestly, I wish the pancakes was the problem, because the problem is even bigger than that. The problem is, Huda has developed this ideal picture of what a real man is supposed to be in her mind. And now she's measuring Jeremiah against this impossible image that he can never achieve, mainly because he doesn't even know it exists. And so often he's found falling short because she's testing him, see, would he do this? Would he do that? Not a real man. No. How is he supposed to know what the hell the standard is when you haven't laid it out for him? And on top of that too, you've made it impossible. You want him to do more, right? And then when he does more, he's not doing it enough. You say that you're the strongest couple, but you're the one crashing out like everything in this coupling is contradictory. And you expect Jeremiah to be sane in this relationship? How could he? Like, really, how could... And I'm ducking you even more, boys, because you're making me sympathize with Jeremiah. And I don't want to do that. Then, in true Jeremiah and Huda fashion, they end up finger banging in the freaking beds, or so I thought. Apparently it was more than that. And it's so funny to see people online being like, we don't want to see that they're fingering each other in the bed. We don't want to see... Do y'all not know what they used to do on OG Love Island? Baby, you would see the bed shaking. There'd be orgies happening in those bedrooms. And y'all are worried about a little sheets moving. Hey, even Australia, you'll see those boys' booties. Whenever they're showering outside, you see their nether regions. Y'all, this is light work. I'm not saying we need to see it. I'm just saying it's been worse. The next morning, Huda is so excited, but she doesn't really want to say, but obviously she wants to say that she and Jeremiah low-key had sex. Were you wearing a condom? What is this low-key? Okay, you're definitely playing a dangerous game, especially because she keeps accidentally dropping the L word. Y'all gonna find yourself in some shit, but whatever. You like it, I love it, okay? Then we have Ace, who comes up with breakfast, not for Shelly, for Iris. Oh! Now, I'm not surprised, but it looked like Shelly was. Don't be shocked, baby. Don't be shocked. You knew this man was playing a game. You were playing along for a while, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get played. If you keep this up, you're going to get played. Speaking of getting played, Taylor has a conversation with Alondria. And Alondria says, I really like Jalen. I like how things are going. He's very kind to me, whatever. He tells me that I'm beautiful. He tells me that I look nice. And she implies, oh, Lord, it's midnight. I don't remember her explicitly saying that Taylor, Jesus is Lord. basically, it's making it seem like Jalen is a lot more flattering than even Taylor is. And I'm thinking, and you don't see the signs yet, girl. You gonna keep fooling around with Taylor. You too are gonna be played just like Shelly. Shelly's waiting in the wings for Ace. Ace is not really checking for her for real. Ace is using her as his ace. See, y'all taught me that the ace is the card that I was looking for. He's using her as his ace. Like, be so for real. Taylor is doing the same thing. The man is only now feeling the pressure to want to pursue you because another man is doing it without being prompted. And even still, has Taylor done anything to really woo the girl? No. Then we have Hannah, and I really didn't care for this couple anyways, but after this episode, after seeing how deranged this girl could be, I'm good off them.
I'm sure you know, obviously, a little bit of the drama that's gone down.
Yeah.
Hurricane Hannah.
I told him, I said,
calm
look,
down.
So, what do you look for in a guy?
Sometimes I have a lot of like masculine energy. I like a strong personality.
For sure.
Taylor, I'm about to crash the fuck out.
All he's doing is having a conversation.
Okay, then they can have their fucking
He's not
conversation.
kissing her. Hannah.
Yesterday, I was honest and I communicated how I felt. If that's how he's gonna move every single time, and it's just like him trying to make me feel bad, it just feels like I did all of that for nothing. It's just not genuine, it's ugly, and I don't want any part of it.
This girl is upset that Charlie pulled Iris for a chat when she is the one who agreed that they were open. And she is the one who said she loves chaos. And she is the one who was straddling next man just the night before. Don't you dare crash out over this man having a conversation. And she's like, but he pulled her. And so what? You jumped on next man's dick. Girl, yo, she can't be serious. Later on, Charlie and Hannah have a conversation and he calls her psycho. Between that and Jeremiah saying that Huda is scary, I cannot feel bad for anybody. Y'all see the signs. Y'all know that this is not okay. And y'all stay anyways? You're the problem. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Jeremiah was like, oh yeah, Huda, you're scary. You're scary. And then you're banging her in the bed. Oh, Hannah's a psycho. But then you're making out with her 5 minutes later. And then y'all talk about, oh, y'all have the best relationship. We're going to skip over to the challenge. Honestly, guys, this episode was so long. I'm just going to condense the challenge to the things that I found important, which is what I always do, but I extra condensed it today. We have Austin, who thinks that Jeremiah needs to be axed from the villa. That was a shock to me. I did not think that that was where his head was at. He also said that, no, he took Alondra into the cabin. They had to pick a Beaver, and then whoever's name was on it, you go into the cabin. And they actually made out. I didn't expect that. Then we have Alondra and Nick, who were also sent to the cabin, and he makes out with her too, but we know that he's been having a little thing for her. So all the people who've been shipping Nick and Alondra, maybe in another life, there could have been a chance, but yeah. Maybe if Alondra was interested, he would go there, because he always says like, oh, she's so beautiful. I enjoy kissing her, but they just never explore anything. Alondra, who goes back into the cabin with, who was it now? Oh, I didn't even write the name. Oh, Jeremiah. Oh, Jeremiah, you came to play. And he was like, yeah, you know, it's time for me to to really take in this experiment and stuff. And people have been saying that he is being robbed of his experience here because of Huda. I can't really say that he's being robbed. He's not being handcuffed to Huda. It's a choice. So anyways, it's good to see him step out of his shell a little bit. Then we have Alondra, who goes back in with Ace, and they kissed. Jayla was next, and could you imagine Jayla didn't even get to go in there with Alondra. He went in there with, I think, Amaya? I think it was Amaya. Yeah, it was Amaya. And then he said that the guy who needs to branch out of his couple is Jeremiah. Then Pepe said Austin does not have chemistry with Shelly. And lastly, Charlie makes out with Hannah in front of everybody. This wasn't even the person who he was sent into the cabin with. And then in the cabin, he went with Sierra and he was making out with her as well. So after the challenge, there were a few conversations going on. Again, long episode, and I'm also tired. We're just going to wrap it up here. The guys asked Jeremiah if he's going to be able to handle Huda's overprotectiveness on the outside. And he goes, well, we built a strong enough bond that that's not going to be an issue. Oh, I beg to differ. I feel like it's gonna be even worse. Even worse. Okay? At this point, what did Milton's ex-wife say the other day on that podcast? What you're not changing, you're choosing. Jeremiah, what you're not changing, you're choosing. Okay? We don't want to hear you, blindside, whatever. You've seen the signs and you stayed. That's your business now. Then we have Alondra and Jalen who have a chat. He was disappointed that he didn't get to kiss her in the challenge, and so he does get a peck from her. But then we see a conversation between Alondra and Taylor, and she says that she likes a more mental connection, and she doesn't like connections that start off physical so quickly. I don't think that he has been pushing up on her too much, but I'm thinking, girl, the man actually wants to be around you. The man actually wants to kiss you. Like, he wants to talk to you. He thinks that you're beautiful. He tells you you're beautiful. Like, he wants this. Maybe there's something else that she's seeing that we don't get to see, but based on what we've seen, it's a hell of a lot more than she's getting from Taylor. But she seems so loyal to this man, and I don't know why. Then we have Charlie, who is really moving through this villa now, and he talks to Amaya, and I'm thinking, well, that was a reach. And even Amaya's like, this is a reach, but simultaneously, because Amaya was feeling really bad. She was like, Hannah's my best friend in here. You know, I wouldn't want to do that to her. She's upstairs kissing next man.
You're a great guy. You're a great looking guy. And because I feel like right now things are just a bit shaky between you and her. I always consider Hannah like one of my closest sisters, especially since I came in. Right now you're like acting out of emotions. Like, I feel like maybe you're like being impulsive right now. Like,
She's probably upstairs now making out with that guy, so...
yeah.
We'll kiss Pepe at any opportunity. Why, that's what we're here for.
Hannah, you're actually scary. Hannah is so scary, especially because she has a conversation with Amaya, and she's like, oh, by the way, if you were actually interested in Charlie, like, you could go and explore that. That wouldn't have changed our relationship. And I'm glad that she said that, because you have no place to tell somebody who they can and cannot talk to at this point. Okay, that's number one. Number two, she then says, I actually like Charlie so much. I feel like we definitely have a deeper connection. Whereas with me and Pepe, it's just surface. And this reminds me of my past relationships, and it was always toxic and it didn't really go anywhere. And so I should focus on Charlie. So why the hell did you even risk losing Charlie by entertaining Pepe? You're that driven by lust, girl? I get it. You're on Love Island. Have fun. Explore your options. But once you actually find somebody who you want to cultivate a deep relationship with, don't risk it for some measly little makeout session with some man who you don't even see a future with. Are you serious? There are games. You can make out with people in the games if you're really fiending for a kiss from somebody else. But then again, can't even be too mad for Charlie, because once they have a conversation, he's like, oh yeah, no, it's okay. I messed up too. I did something that I shouldn't have done it. They can keep this relationship. They can keep it, because y'all need help. These two are so deranged. Let's move on. On to the recoupling. America was voting for who they wanted the bombshells to couple up with. We have Jalen, who couples up with Alondria. Why were the Islanders shocked? I was like, well, who? This one was the most straightforward one. Like, what? Oh, okay. Perception is off. Then we have Pepe, who was coupled up with Hannah. And lastly, we have Iris, who is coupled up with Jeremiah. I kid you not, the way I cackled. I couldn't even hear that Ace was laughing, because I was laughing harder.
What? Okay, that's messy as fuck. What the fuck? That's crazy. Bro, this is so fucked.
Makes no sense. You're good. You're good, babe. I think it's fucked.
I wish you guys could see me fall out of my couch. I was thoroughly entertained by this. Thoroughly entertained. Yes. Split them up. You know, Jeremiah, I'm sure, was thinking, long haul. I'm gonna stick it out. We're gonna be together for the long haul. I do think that he likes her. I'm not diminishing that. I do think that he likes her. I think that a big motivation for continuing to reconcile is because they give mom and dad, America's sweethearts, power couple. No. That's not the case at all. Huda, not that I'm out here for people to be humbled, but I hope this is a wake-up call. I surely hope it is. And then she's going to say, oh, I think America coupled them up because they saw that Iris had an interest in Jeremiah. Oh, baby girl, you got another thing coming. I'm not going to say the entire audience is not feeling their relationship, but a big majority is. Clearly, a big enough majority to split y'all up. So anyways, now we have Charlie, Taylor, and Huda, who are vulnerable. They're now single and vulnerable. And it is up to everybody else who wasn't recoupled to vote for who they're going to dump. I said, oh, yes, producers, I like this a lot. So immediately, Charlie pipes up and he's like, oh, I just had a good connection with Hannah. You know, we just made a lot of ground. And please remember that when you're making your vote. Don't want to hear it. Don't want to hear it. The votes went, Austin voted for Taylor. I didn't expect that one. And even when he sat down, he was like, oh, I effed up. Yeah, I'm going to need to hear the thought process behind that. Then both Nick and Ace voted for Huda. All this time, I thought Ace wanted Huda. And maybe at one point he did. But at this point, I was like, oh, you're that much of an op of their relationship that you would rather vote her out right now? And Nick. What did I say with Huda? She's out here confiding in a man she didn't even know was her op. At the first chance he got, he was ready to boot you out, girl. And you out here, I'm a mommy. He don't give a damn. He doesn't care. And then, of course, Charlie's the one who got the most votes. He was voted for by Sierra, Shelly, and Amaya. Screwed the pooch there with Amaya for sure. I don't know if she would have voted differently if he hadn't approached her and she didn't feel weird about it. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Talk about crumbling. Hannah was a mess.
Charlie.
Nah, it's fine.
Baby, I was eating this all up. This is what I love to see. Oh my gosh. This was great. This was so good. This was so good. Oh, I love Love Island, man. When the audience is just chilling, we're just watching and reacting. We're not like attacking each other and stuff. And when the producers are producing, this is prime Love Island. This is what I love to see. The fallout in the next episode is going to be insane. This would have been the season to have an unseen bits. I don't know why they're not doing that. And I also don't get the reason for not having Wednesday episodes, but fine, whatever. Luckily this week, I have plans. So that works out in my favor. But this week, I need to see the extra stuff that we didn't get to see. Excited to see what happens in the next episode. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one.